What if I told you this entire smartphone could fit inside your wallet and still pack a 50-megapixel Sony camera, a 90Hz AMOLED display, and built-in global internet with no SIM card? This is the iKKO MindOne Pro, and it might be one of the wildest phone concepts I've seen in a long time. It is literally card-sized, just 8.9 millimeters thin, and somehow it is running Android 15 with its own AI operating system on top. Today we're going hands-on to see if this is a genius compact revolution or just a cool tech flex. And if you love discovering futuristic gadgets before everyone else, hit subscribe right now and drop a like, because we are about to get into something different. Alright, first impressions. This thing is tiny. Like actually tiny. When they say card-sized smartphone, they're not exaggerating. It feels closer to a thick credit card than a traditional phone. Slide it into your pocket, and it basically disappears. But then you turn on, and that 90Hz AMOLED display lights up with surprisingly vivid colors. The bezels are slim, the panel looks sharp, and because it's protected by sapphire glass with 9H hardness, they're saying you do not even need a screen protector. The curved edges feel premium, not sharp, not cheap. It is one of those devices where you immediately ask, how did they even fit everything in here? Now here is where it starts getting really interesting. Connectivity. The MindOne Pro has built-in global internet. No SIM card required. Let me say that again. No SIM card required. It uses what they call a dual-level system with Novalink and a vSIM setup. That means in supported regions, you can literally power it on and it connects. For AI tools, it works free in dozens of regions. And for full data, you can top up in over 100 countries directly from settings. And yes, if you're old school or just prefer your carrier, there is still a global band nano SIM slot, so you can use it like a normal smartphone. That flexibility is actually kind of crazy for something this small. Speaking of AI, this phone runs Android 15, but layered with iKKO AIOS. Think of it like a focused workspace that runs alongside Android. You long press the top corner button and switch into this distraction-free environment. Built-in tools include real-time translation, voice notes, summaries, even AI-generated podcasts and assistant features. And because it has that built-in internet system, a lot of those AI tools can function globally without you hunting for Wi-Fi. It even has its own password layer for security. You can drag Android apps into it, so you're not locked out of your regular ecosystem. It is almost like carrying a pocket AI assistant that just happens to also be a full phone. Now let us talk about the camera, because this might be my favorite part. A 50-megapixel Sony 1 over 1.56-inch sensor with custom optical image stabilization and an f1.88 aperture. Those are main camera specs, not selfie camera specs. And here's the twist. It flips. One single 180-degree rotating camera handles both rear shots and selfies. Flip it up for selfies, down for regular photos, or lock it at any angle. That means your selfies use the exact same high-quality sensor as your main shots. No more low-quality front camera compromise. In a device this size, that is honestly impressive engineering. Performance-wise, while this is not marketed as a gaming monster, it feels snappy navigating through Android and AIOS. The 90Hz refresh rate keeps scrolling smooth. And because it is so compact, it feels more intentional. You're not doomed scrolling on a giant slab. You're quickly checking, creating, translating, shooting, and moving on. It feels like a productivity-first device rather than a distraction machine. And then there is the snap-in case. This is not just a protective case. It adds a physical QWERTY keyboard, a Cirrus Logic CS43198 Hi-Fi DAC, a 3.5mm headphone jack, an extra 500 mAh battery, and it magnetically attaches. Suddenly, this tiny phone turns into a mini productivity terminal. For audio enthusiasts, having a proper DAC and headphone jack in 2026 is rare. For writers or heavy texters, that physical keyboard could be a game changer. If you're enjoying this deep dive so far, make sure you are subscribed because we cover tech that pushes boundaries like this all the time. Battery life is always the big question with ultra-compact devices. Obviously, you are not getting massive battery capacity like a flagship slab phone, but the efficiency combined with AI-focused tasks means it is designed more for smart usage rather than heavy gaming marathons. And with the add-on case giving you extra battery, you have options. That modular feel without being fully modular is actually a clever balance. Design-wise, it comes in colors like pearl white, jet black, blush pink, and ice blue. The finish looks clean and minimal. It does not scream for attention, but anyone who sees you pull out what looks like a card and start using it as a smartphone is going to ask questions. It feels futuristic without being gimmicky. Now pricing. Regular price is listed at $499, with a late pledge offer around $429 before official release. Deliveries are starting around March 2026, and it comes with a 1-year warranty. It is positioned as something unique, not just another mid-range phone. You are paying for the form factor, the built-in global connectivity system, the AIOS layer, and that flipping Sony camera setup. So who is this for? If you're someone who is tired of massive phones and wants something ultra-compact, but still fully capable, this is interesting. If you travel a lot and love the idea of built-in global internet without dealing with local SIM cards every time, this is interesting. If you're deep into AI tools and want them integrated at the system level, this is very interesting. But if you're a hardcore mobile gamer who wants the biggest battery and the highest frame rates, this might not be your main device. For me, the MindOne Pro feels like a glimpse into a different direction for smartphones. Instead of bigger screens and bigger batteries every year, it asks what if we went smaller, smarter, and more focused. And honestly, I love seeing companies take risks like this. It is refreshing. Let me know in the comments. Would you daily drive a card-sized AI smartphone like this, or are you sticking with your big slab flagship? If you enjoyed this hands-on style review and want more cutting-edge tech breakdowns, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button. I will catch you in the next one.